mute your devices as we prepare to get started. Thank you. Once again, please, all panelists and attendees, or panelists particularly, you can mute your devices as you come on. We'll get started momentarily. All panelists, please mute your devices. Thank you so much.
Philadelphia District Attorney's Office was working to connect employers with job seekers. Natasha Brown shows you how it all works.
The pandemic has stretched community resources and eliminated thousands of jobs, but there is a one-stop outlet providing some relief.
It's kind of a one-stop shop where you get a job, but also get some other wraparound services that you need.
The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office started the One-Stop Job and Resource Hub last September pre-COVID.
We would transform rec centers, schools, faith institutions right in the heart of neighborhoods into job and resource sites. Essentially, we would bring around 50 to 60 employers and other social service providers into these spaces.
COVID-19 restrictions forced the hub to go all virtual for job fairs and critical social service resources, like addressing rising gun violence in the city.
One Stop is really a prevention model. It's a gun violence prevention model. It's a crime prevention model. It's a victim support model that really brings resources.
And I feel like I got an opportunity to talk to the person directly, and they set me right up with an interview.
Lewis Monroe lost his job during the coronavirus crisis. He found a new opportunity through the One-Stop Job site.
I feel like a little bit more of a struggle in this kind of economy it is now, because I've been applying on Indeed, but it's hard to get back. But being able to email somebody right then that's looking for people and they get right back to me made it a lot easier for me to get a job.
Employers like Hessert Chevrolet and SEPTA are among the dozens who work with the site every month to find valuable employees, even in the midst of a pandemic.
At this time, we were looking to hire some people, like Lewis, and the opportunities brought to us to get involved in this virtual job fair, and it ended up being a great avenue for us.
We continue to attend even through these virtual job fairs because we are continuing to hire.
Natasha Brown, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining the DA's office's virtual one-stop job and resource hub. My name is G. Lamar Stewart. I'm the Chief of Community Engagement. Just wanted to just first welcome everyone, all of our attendees, all of our presenters today, and thank you on behalf of DA Larry Krasner and our entire team at the DA's office. Thank you for, particularly for our employers and social service providers, for your commitment to joining us each and every month. But for those who are looking for opportunities, we appreciate you being on today. And we wanted to start today first by sharing one of our recent success stories to let you know that the opportunities that are available through One Stop, that it's real, And we're just seeking to connect those who are in desperate need of employment or other services to those who are seeking to provide them. So thank you so much for all who are on today. We're going to go ahead and get started. And we're excited today to have an amazing group of presenters. And we're going to start with Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Glad to have Rachel Phillips on once again.
Hi, thank you so much. Hello, everyone out there. Just reiterating, thank you so much for all that you do and the District Attorney's Office, all the hard work that you place forth for the city. We're super thankful. Live Philadelphia is super thankful to be on this call today, especially since, as you probably can see in my background, we are in Richmond, Virginia right now, stomping the ground for our new property, just getting involved in the communities and just once again, letting them know how much we give back to the communities and how much we love to be involved in everything that's going on. So today I just wanted to talk about our amazing job opportunities that we still have going on at Live Philadelphia, because we are still hiring. We are still providing opportunities to people in the community that are in need of jobs. Can I have the first slide, please? So once again, I always like to display this slide because it shows all the wonderful opportunities that the Live brand has to offer, starting with our Cordish company. Most people aren't aware that the Cordish company has been in business since 1910, and they're a family-owned business, and they remain to be a family-owned business, which is kind of unheard of. All of the properties that you see are still owned by the Cordish company, which is the parent company for the Live brand, and I'm proud to be an employee of the Live brand. Next slide, please. Being a corporate citizen is definitely in our DNA. We're constantly giving back to the communities. The one thing that is so important about the Cordish company and the Live brand is that anywhere we place a property, we build the community around it. There will never be a time where Live has built a property and has not either given back to the community or built up the community around it, just to give back. There's no way that we can take from that community and not put back into it. Next slide, please. So right here, we have some of the casino roles that are more popular: security, table games, food and beverage, cage operations, and hotel. So today I just wanted to touch on some of the key positions that we are still hiring for. So in food and beverage, which I am the recruiter for, we're hiring for our food servers, restaurant hosts, prep cook, bartenders, bar porters, bussers, stewards, which is dishwashers, and cocktail servers. We're also hiring for Slot Tech 1 and security ambassador. If you're not really sure about what Slot Tech is, if you've had any experience working in a Chuck E. Cheese or any type of establishment like that, where you would be fixing small games and carnival prizes, or maybe a Dave & Buster's, then this will be the career opportunity for you. All of our positions that I've mentioned require a gaming license, a non-gaming license. We will pay for the cost of the non-gaming license for you, and we will walk you through the entire process of getting you licensed. Just to keep in mind that the casino is heavily regulated, but we will ensure that we walk you through the entire process to make sure that from the start to the finish, we're there supporting you the entire way. Next slide, please. So how to apply. You can definitely please visit our website, work@livephilly.com, to apply and to also see all of our current job opportunities. We also encourage you to check us out on our YouTube channel. We are in the process of placing our realistic job previews, which we would love everyone to go and check out, where you get a real time insight of all the jobs that we have available in our casinos. So make sure that that resume is nice and polished and up to date according to the position that you are applying for. If you need any assistance with that, our office is more than welcome, more than happy to help with that. You can definitely contact me at rachel.phillips@livech.com, and I have no problems helping you correct or fix that resume so that you can apply for a job, not just at Live, but wherever you might be able to find employment. And we're definitely looking for quality, not quantity. So please, if you need any assistance, we are there and able to help you. And thank you guys so much for joining in today. And thank you to all the other job seekers and companies that are here on this call. And once again, thank you to the DA's office for always allowing us to join in on this call.
Thank you, Rachel, and safe travel back to Philly. Appreciate all that you do. Just before we go on to our next presenter, as always, we try to bring on each month people who are in the community doing some spectacular work, whether that's an elected official or a faith leader or a community leader. Well, we have a gentleman that's on today, brother and friend, Beloved, who is the Chief Operating Officer at a community-based organization called No Mo Foundation. I'm going to ask Dewan Williams just to speak for about 60 seconds, just to encourage those who are job seekers and resource seekers who are on. Glad to have you on, Dewan. You're going to mute yourself, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the DA's office and to the city of Philadelphia for extending this platform for the community. Again, my name is Brother Dewan Williams. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at the No Mo Foundation. We're at 925 North Broad Street in North Philadelphia at Broad and Girard. And we are an early intervention prevention program for kids in the city of Philadelphia from the ages of 12 to 18 years old. We teach workforce development, financial literacy, and a host of other things. We provide each kid with a $200 a month stipend for their participation. We're open Monday through Friday. Every Friday, we have a family fun and a movie night. We take our kids on trips. We have virtual learning going on, and we try to just meet the community where they are. So again, we at 925 North Broad Street at Broad and Girard. You can stop in. I'll leave the information in the chat. We're glad to have, we serve the entire city of Philadelphia. So thanks again to the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office for extending this opportunity to extend these resources to the city of Philadelphia. Thank you.
Thank you, Dewan. What words of encouragement would you give to a job seeker who's on right now, considering even part of your journey? What word would you give to them as they're listening to about 35 employers today on this virtual hub?
Take these employers, take their numbers, take their information, and use it as your stepping stone. Don't give up. Be old school. Show up with your resume in your hand. Show up eager to work. Just don't give up. Give it your all. Take their information. Listen to the information that's being presented. Know what it is that you want to do too. But for the most part, to the job seekers on the call right now, listen attentively, and don't be afraid to ask questions, and take advantage of the opportunities that's going to be presented to you this afternoon. That's my advice.
Thank you, Dewan. Appreciate it much, man. And please send our hellos to your entire board over at No Mo Foundation.
Absolutely. And please send the love to the city of Philadelphia and to the district attorney's office. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Our next presenter and employer today is Urban Affairs Coalition. Glad to have you on, Irie Scott. Your slides are up, and you can unmute yourself.
Good afternoon. It's so good to be back. I missed you guys. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Irie Scott. I am the Human Resources Intern at the Urban Affairs Coalition. And just a little bit of background about Urban Affairs. In 1969, a historical partnership between business and community leaders was formed, resulting in the formation of the Philadelphia Urban Coalition, nicknamed the URB. And its purpose was to eliminate poverty, discrimination, and civic unrest, and to secure human civil rights in our community in the Philadelphia area. And 52 years later, we are still here with our program partners doing great work, and we improve the life chances for youth and young adults. We build wealth in the urban communities, and we strengthen the nonprofit sector with particular focus on working with grassroots nonprofits working in their communities. UAC is a nonprofit organization that provides professional and supportive services that enhance organizational operations to its 80+ nonprofit partners, so they can focus on their mission and delivery and bold new initiatives. So though it says over 60 job opportunities, our programs are growing every month now, and we're up to 80 job opportunities at the Urban Affairs Coalition. So our main office, we have a senior accountant and a fiscal accountant. Our contact tracing program have anything related to COVID. So if you want to go out and do community services with COVID-19, we have vaccinators, we got vaccinator managers, vaccinator specialists, clinic managers. At ODAT, we have residential aid positions, a lot of residential aid positions in our programs. Our Summer Youth Employment Program have a clerk position available right now, and we'll have more available during the summertime. Our employment classifications we have are full-time employees. All full-time employees get benefits and PTO. Our part-time employees work less than 35 hours a week. And we have seasonal temporary employees who are there to help with a specific project, which is our Summer Youth Employment Program right now. Some of our positions may require background clearances. So that'll be, the criminal background, maybe a child abuse clearance, depending on the program and what your work will be. Our hourly wage start at $13.75 an hour. Some of our programs pay $16 and some change an hour. Some pay $14 an hour. So it's all about the program that you're going to. Some of our salary positions as well. And as I stated, eligible employees are able to receive paid time off and health benefits. So if you're interested in joining our UAC family, can you go to the next slide? Please contact me at iscott@uac.org or go on our website and check out our job opportunities tab, and I'll be able to assist you in any position that you are interested in, or you can contact the email address that's below there. On our website, we also sponsor other programs and positions. So in our others tab, those are programs that are just in the community who we post positions for. So if you have any interest in any of them, please contact me by email, and I am always willing to help. Thank you for joining today, and thank you, G. Lamar and Seth.
Thank you, Ivory, and appreciate all that you do, and welcome back. Glad to have you back on One Stop. Our next presenter today is Lowe's, and I see we have both Kristen and Eric both on today. Your slides are up.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Kristen Mahaffey. I am the talent acquisition partner here at Lowe's, along with my peer, Eric LA, who is also on the call. We are ramping up into our spring hire. So right now we're just looking for those who are really interested in helping our communities as well as our customers. And as we jump into our slides, I'll go over our opportunities and how to apply. So right now we are hiring for full-time, part-time, and seasonal positions. A lot of our full-time positions do range depending on the store. But in addition to that, so the type of positions that we are hiring for currently is your front end, which includes your cashiers, customer service, internet fulfillment for our pickup in store, sales for customer service associates in all departments, sales specialist. We have receiving and delivery positions. We do have day and night overnight shifts available depending on the store. Department supervisors and assistant store managers. So myself as well as Eric, we cover 13 stores each in our districts. Eric oversees a lot of the PA, and I am really structured to the South Jersey area. I do have a South Philadelphia and Brookhaven location, but on here you'll see all the locations available that myself, Eric, as well as our additional peer, Tracy, oversees in the area. So lots of opportunities we have going on. Right now, as we ramp up into our seasons, a lot of our stores in various locations are holding weekly walk-in hiring events. So once you apply with us, and we will continue to send out our event flyers, we are holding walk-in events where you just come on in and have an on-the-spot interview with a possible job offer at the end of your interview. But we'll continue on to the next slide to show you how to apply. I'm sorry. So we'll start with the benefits first. So if you were to join us here at Lowe's, we have various benefits available, including medical, dental, and vision. For our benefits, they are completely customizable based on the needs of both yourself or family. We have stock options available, paid time off, or we have a track to the trades program, which I'll go over briefly, tuition reimbursement, life insurance, and of course our 10% employee discount. Track to the trade. So, just a quick personal note. Yesterday, we were able to actually have a quick celebration for one of our own associates who completed the Track to the Trades program. He received his full certification in our plumbing program. We have 5 different skill trade programs, include carpentry, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and appliance repair. But he did complete his certificate in plumbing. He did partner with our district manager of in-home services, who is actually going to partner him with one of the apprenticeships for our plumbing programs. It was a great experience. Any part-time or full-time employee is eligible to join our programs after 6 months of employment. Obviously must be in good standing with us, but it is something that, if you are interested in getting into one of the trades, I would highly recommend joining this program after being enrolled with us for 6 months. And then the next slide. So obviously as Lowe's here, we do a lot with our community, and we're a proud recipient of the Freedom Award here at Lowe's. Big on the disability as well as diversity and inclusion here at Lowe's. And then how to apply. So visit our career page, jobs.lowes.com. You could filter in the current city, state, or zip code and the distance you're willing to travel. From there, all of the positions within your area will populate. We definitely recommend that you apply to more than one or 2 positions in multiple locations. At the bottom of the screen here in green, Eric and myself, as well as Tracy, our contact information is here. So if you do apply, please reach out to us so that we can partner with the store specifically to get you in the door for an interview. And I believe that is it.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Eric, for both being on today. And as always, we appreciate all that you do. Our next presenter, and I'm not supposed to have favorites on here, but this is certainly my favorite. She knows that she's up next. We call her Auntie, but her name is Vicki Riley from the Department of Revenue. Glad to have you on, Auntie Vicki.
Well, I can't think of a better term to be called than Auntie Vicki by this group. So that's a privilege for me. So I'm going to be very short here today, and I want to say good afternoon to everyone. And I'm going to echo Ivory. It's always good to be with this group. So I'm going to be very short. I'm with the Department of Revenue. Department of Revenue is responsible for collecting taxes, water charges, and other fees that are used to fund the school district of Philadelphia, and also to fund such things as trash collection, snow removal, things of this sort. So what I'm going to do here today is I want to make an announcement regarding deadlines and what persons can do in case they find themselves in trouble with paying their real estate taxes or their water bills. And the first one here is the tax assistance program. Have the next slide, please. Okay, so as of today, real estate taxes are now considered past due. And what that means is that the city can now start adding additional fees to that account. What we want persons to know, and especially individuals who are looking for employment, who may have lost their employment because of the pandemic, the last thing that we want you to worry about as you're looking for job opportunities is whether you're going to lose the roof over your head. The answer to that is no if you take these steps. And the only step really that you have to take is to apply for the owner-occupied payment agreement program. And what this program does is that it allows persons to pay monthly on their back taxes based on their income. So let's just say you're someone who has an income that's under $900 a month, then you may not be required to pay any taxes at all for this year. Now, that doesn't mean that those taxes have gone away. It just means we're not going to try to take you home to sheriff's sale. So we encourage persons to look into this program. If you're someone who's on here because you need a job, or because you're looking for a job, you lost your job, please, we do not want you to worry about losing your home for non-payment of taxes. And it's the same thing even for those who may have outstanding water bills. just want everyone to know that there will be no residential shutoffs of water until April of next year in 2022. But as with the taxes, we also want you individuals to get into assistance programs, because these assistance programs is what saves your home, what saves your water, and it's based on income. So for low-income individuals, there's the TAP program, and for seniors, there's the senior citizen discount. And if your income was previously one that did not allow you to take advantage of many assistance programs, the water department does have a hardship clause. And this is for persons whose income used to be stable, but because of situations out of your control, it is now a hardship for you. So we encourage persons to apply for these programs while you're looking for your jobs here today. The next one, please. So how do you contact us if you want to apply for any of these assistance programs? Well, you can send us an email at revenue@phila.gov for taxes, and if it's for water, WRB help desk @phila.gov. Or if you want to, you can call us. We're always happy to hear from people. It's 215-685-6300 for water. And if it's regarding your taxes, it's 215-686-6442. Or if you have a question and you want me to look into it, please feel free to contact me personally. And here's my email address, vicky.riley@phila.gov. So I hope all of our persons who are on here looking for a job, I wish you much success in your job hunt. But I also, if you're a homeowner, do not want you to be worried about losing your home. Contact us. We're willing to work with you. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Auntie Vicky, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, your holiday weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Our next presenter today is Javon Hill from Education and Career Connections. Javon, always glad to have you on.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me on today. Can you all hear me? Great.
Yeah, we can.
All right. So thank you again for having me on. My name is Javon Hill. I'm the program manager for a program called Education and Career Connections, where we service 16 to 24-year-olds who are looking to obtain their GED and also garner some type of work experience to add on the resume. Can we go to the next slide, please? Again, so we service individuals 16 and 24-year-old who are Philadelphia residents. You need to not have your high school diploma already in order to take advantage of this program. Only thing we need for individuals to do is to be able to provide proof of a social security number and provide a state-issued ID that has the Philadelphia address on it, and we can get you qualified for the program. We ask that individuals dedicate up to 20 hours per week. That's so that you can receive tutoring and participate in a paid work experience. Tutoring and the work experience, they are currently virtual, so you don't even have to get up in the morning and go somewhere. You just simply log on to a Chromebook that we can provide for you. We also provide stipends and incentives in order to support our participants, and also supportive services such as transportation, childcare, and connections to a whole bunch of other services out in the community. So if you don't qualify, but if you know someone who does, so they need their high school diploma and they need to get a feeling of what it's like to have a job, definitely send them to us, 16 to 24-year-old Philadelphia residents. Thank you again, G. Lamar. We appreciate the time today.
Thank you so much, Javon Hill. Appreciate you always, your commitment, I should say, to joining One Stop each and every month. Our next presenter is Philadelphia Technician Training Institute, better known as PTTI. So glad to have you on, Tamara Bowser. Your slides are up.
Great day, everyone. I am Tamara Bowser. Thank you so much for always inviting us and having us here monthly. I'm gonna give everybody the shorthand of it. I'm in marketing and community relations. I'm in the community all day, every day. So I also wanted to mention to all the panelists for all the resources and information that you have. Please, please, please share it with me. I'm giving it to the community. I'm giving out resumes to the employers I'm connected with. tbowser06@gmail. I'll give it again before I finish. So Philadelphia Technician Training Institute, we are a nonprofit, minority-owned career training school. We have 6 different programs. Please forgive me. I'm on the move right now. I'm driving and trying to battle this traffic. We train in welding, which is kind of soldering on a higher level, mass measurements, blueprints, automotive and repair, working on cars, brakes, rotors, etc. Manufacturing is like electronics, taking devices apart, putting them back together, reprogramming elevators, escalators. Pipe fitting is a specialty in plumbing. You can also get a little bit of welding in there. Masonry is bricklayering, cementing, construction, framework. Central processing is medical instrument sterilization, where you clean, sterilize, and repackage medical instruments. Our programs are from 6 to 8 months. We support the student with everything that they may need as well, such as the uniforms, transportation, tablets. We feed our students Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Any additional resources that they may need, we also have it on the campus. We have a financial aid department that helps them with their financial aid portion. We have a career service department that helps with resume, interview skills, professionalism, coaching, and placement. Yes, our students typically leave our training making between $18 to $32 an hour to start in any one of these careers. I often tell people to come in, take a tour. If it's not for you, it might be for somebody that may benefit. Feel free to share my name, contact information with anyone that is interested in beginning a new career or just curious on who we are and what we do. Again, I am Samara Bowser. My email is tbowser, that's BOWSER 06@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Mr. Lamar, Mr. Seth. Have a great holiday weekend all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bowser, and thank you for all that you do. Our next presenter is the Philadelphia Office of Human Resources. We have Julia and Tasha, who are both on today.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having us today. I'm Natasha Jones, a human resources professional with the Office of Human Resources of the City of Philadelphia. I encourage you to consider the City of Philadelphia as an employer. The City of Philadelphia has a workforce of over 25,000 and opportunities in more than 1,000 job categories. The City of Philadelphia is one of the largest employers in Southeastern Pennsylvania. I want to highlight several positions opening on April 5th. The next slide. Opening on April 5th and closing around April 16th. Most of these positions require a 12th grade education and little to no experience, but each differs. The positions are Interceptor Services Worker 1, Plumber, Machinery and Equipment Mechanic 1, Industrial Process Machinery Mechanic, Water Safety Instructor, School Crossing Guard, and Water Distribution Repair Worker. The application for these positions can be found on www.phila.gov/personnel. If you have not completed an application with us before, you'll be prompted to set up a profile. And if none of the positions that I mentioned pique your interest, the City of Philadelphia puts out new job listings every 2 weeks. There's also a great feature on the website, a job interest card, where you can put in your information to be alerted via email about job openings. One of our most popular titles is a laborer. You can put in a job interest card for that title and receive an email when that's open, so you don't have to check the website every 2 weeks. So whether you have a small amount of experience or a lot, there's something in local government for you. Working in local government gives you the opportunity to develop your career and make a difference in the life of others. The City of Philadelphia has great employees, generous benefits, and gives you the opportunity to develop your career. Again, the website is www.phila.gov/personnel. Thank you for your time. Again, I'm Natasha Jones. And if you have any questions about navigating the process, my email address is natasha.n.jones@phila.gov. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Natasha. And please send our hellos. In fact, I see she's on, Valerie Hosendorf. Appreciate all that she does for our city. And thank you for all that you do, Natasha. Our next presenter today is Bethany Christian Services. Roberta is on with us today. Glad to have you on, Roberta. Your slides are up. All right, we're going to move on to our next presenter. I think Roberta's having some issues getting connected here. Our next presenter is Amazon. We have on with us Andrea Wilkerson. Glad to have you on, Andrea.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me, G. Lamar. For those who don't know me, I am Andrea Wilkerson. I am a staffing coordinator here in Philadelphia for Amazon's Workforce Staffing Department. And here I'm just going to mention our text campaign, City Philly to 77088. I'll explain a little bit later why that is important to subscribe to. Next slide, please. All right, so here at Amazon, we have quite a few locations that we hire for in Philly. Just to mention, safety remains a top priority at Amazon during this health crisis. First, I'm getting to the qualifications for all of our positions that we hire for. There is no resume or interview required. All right, basic qualifications. 18 years old or older, high school diploma or equivalent, capable of reading and writing, just very basic English, able to stand or walk for the duration of your shift, however long your shift is. That depends on the position that you apply for. We do require a drug test and a background check, and for all of our positions, it is a very relaxed dress code. Comfortable shoes are absolutely necessary. All right, getting into our positions, we hire for our delivery stations. At delivery stations, packages come in, they get sorted, they go out. All right, that's pretty much what the associates at the warehouses do. They also prepare routes for delivery. Our delivery stations offer part-time and full-time schedules. You will select your schedule when you complete the online applications. We have 4 here in Philadelphia. We have our Port Richmond location, also our South Philly location, and our Southwest Philadelphia location. And we do have one in the Northeast on Meeting House Road, which is kind of far out. My specific staffing team does not hire for that, but I would be more than willing to assist any applicants who are interested in our Meeting House Road location. Moving on to our Whole Food Markets, pretty much you get paid to shop. You're going to be picking and packing customer orders, getting orders ready for delivery. You are working only in the store. This is not a delivery position. The schedules offered at our Whole Foods Market are flexible, which means you will go in for 1 day of training. After your training, you will be picking your own shifts on a weekly basis. Shifts are typically 4 hours, and 12 hours are minimum are required per month. Okay, so that's typically 3 shifts. We have 3 here in Philadelphia, our Center City location on Pennsylvania Avenue. We also have our South Street location, as well as our location in Wynwood, which is nearby. Finally, moving on to our Fresh Warehouse at 41st and Sampson. All right, associates here, they pick customer orders as well as pack them. They also receive and store the inventory as it comes out. The setup similar to a supermarket. All right, it does have a refrigerated section because it is dealing with food. So a coat and gloves may be necessary, and also any other necessary safety equipment will be provided to the associates. This site offers both full-time fixed schedule position, which means that your schedule will remain the same week after week, and also part-time flex position, which means you're going for 2 days of training, and after that you will be picking your own shifts. Please be careful when you apply to this location. Make sure you're applying to the position that you want. Okay, next slide, please. All right, so how do you apply to these jobs? You want to go to the website amazon.com/Philly hourly jobs. And then you want to search for the location. There are 2 pre-hire requirements, your online application. During the online application, there are 2 assessments. Please be careful with the assessments. Once you pass the assessments, you'll go to the screen where you pick your shift as well as the location. All right, and there's also a pre-hire appointment, which is required. Identification documents are mandatory. You will receive an email when you schedule your pre-hire appointment that tells you what exactly you need to bring. All right, our positions are constantly going up and coming down due to the way we hire. So that's why it's important to text City Philly to 77088. You'll get an alert as soon as new positions are posted. Just a couple tips, please create an account beforehand so you you'll be ready to hop on and apply as soon as positions are posted. They are posted frequently, so please don't be discouraged if the position you want is not available. Just keep checking back. And if you start an application, you will receive email alerts on a regular basis when new positions are posted. And if you need questions, if you need help or have any questions, please contact CareerLink, Amazon Hiring at careerlinkphl.org, or call in 833-750-5627. All right, and that is all for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Andrea Wilkerson, and appreciate all that you and Amazon do for our community. Just before we continue with our presenters, really want to take a moment again to welcome those who are just joining. This is the one-stop job and resource hub hosted every month by the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office on behalf of DA Larry Krasner and our entire team at the DA's office. We bring you and your families greetings this week as you are on your job search. There's a lot of great information that's being put out today, both around jobs as well as other social service providers. I want to give a few shout outs real quick. I see Annie Carlane from the Office of the Victim Advocate on with us today. One of our faith leaders, Dr. Sherry Jones, good to see you on with us today. And also one of our community partners, Melanie Nelson from Northwest Victim Services. Salute to all the work that you do, and just want to send greetings to you. Just before we continue as well, we always take a moment to allow one of our community leaders just to give some inspiration, some hope to those who are looking for employment in other services. And so we reached out to a faith leader out in the Cobbs Creek area of the city. He's the pastor of the Church of Christian Compassion in Cobbs Creek over in West Philly. So glad to have on Pastor W. Lonnie Herndon. I want to ask that he just give a quick word of encouragement, 60 seconds to those who are job seekers and resource seekers right now in the midst of this pandemic. Also, those who are looking for trauma support with all of this gun violence going on in our city. Good to have you on, Pastor Herndon.
G. Lamar Stewart, thank you. And thank you to our DA. I am so grateful and thankful for what this one-stop resource has brought to the city of Philadelphia and especially to the community since its inception. So thank you for G. Lamar Stewart for helping to create this and make this happen, along with the DA's office. It's really been a blessing. I've heard from so many who have looked for just opportunities, who weren't aware of the resources that are out there. And to all of the companies that have presented today, thank you for helping to better our community. Thank you for the opportunities. And we look forward to continue to meeting monthly to help transform and turn the tide here in the city of Philadelphia. Thank you again.
Thank you, Pastor Herndon, and thank you for all that you and the Church of Christian Compassion do for this city, specifically for those who are residents in the Cobbs Creek section of the city. As we continue, our next presenter today is the School District of Philadelphia, specifically their Transportation Services Unit. We're glad to have on today Nadine Miller. Nadine, your slides are up and you can unmute yourself.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting us. Can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. 200 drivers in 200 days in 2021. Are you a leader? Are you committed? Do you love to see children learn and thrive? We, the School District of Philadelphia, want you. The Department of Transportation provides bus service to over 200,000 students, the future of Philadelphia. So what do you get? Free CDL training and bus driving training, $19.49 to start. Part-time and full-time positions are available. You average about 6 to 10 hours a day based on your availability and your desire to work. But at the minimum, you can receive 4 hours of work. We offer benefits, 13 paid holidays, and if you're available, we do offer summer work. Now, what do we ask of you? That you be 21 years of age with a valid driver's license, be able to pass a drug test, criminal background checks, sit for a 14-hour in-classroom session to obtain your CDL and S endorsement, and also pass your exams. Don't feel like you have to do this alone. A CDL is a valuable license that travels with you. So bring a friend, bring a tribe, apply together. We will be having 4 in-person job fairs on site at one of our various bus garages. April 14th will be in Southwest at 63rd and Passyunk from 9 to 1. April 28th will be in the Northeast section behind Franklin Mills at our Shallcross Garage. And May 5th, we will be in North Philadelphia, Broad and Lehigh from 9 to 1 p.m. Next slide. If you are interested, if you want to know more, please contact the individual's information that's listed here, or you can visit our career page and directly apply to the school district. Remember, 200 drivers in 200 days in 2021. We want you, and we hope to see all of you at the job fair or your application as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadine Miller. Man, that was an amazing pitch right there. I felt like I wanted to be one of those 200 people. And so if you're looking to be a part of the 200, make sure you get in contact with the School District of Philadelphia's Transportation Services Department. Our next presenter today is SEPTA. So glad to have Joseph Taylor on today. Joe, good to have you.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Joseph Taylor. I am a recruiter for SEPTA, and I just want to talk to you about what SEPTA currently has available and what types of positions that we have available and some details about the process. We can go to the next slide. So I know there's a lot of different positions listed on here, but SEPTA is looking for people in a variety of areas. Even though our main focus is within the skilled trade areas, we are also looking for different areas in IT. We're looking for people within engineering. We're looking for people within the construction. We have a few clerical positions as well that we're filling at the time, and we're always looking for bus drivers and bus operators as well. But like I said, SEPTA's main needs, as always, because we have people who are retiring after pretty good careers with SEPTA. So our main needs are within the skilled trade areas. You may notice that some of those jobs on that list are highlighted because those are the most important jobs at SEPTA, because those are the jobs that I personally recruit for. So those are the ones that you need to concentrate on, because those are the jobs that I need. And we're all friends here, so that's what I need here. That's what I need recruiting for. But again, a lot of really good opportunities available at SEPTA within our manager supervisory areas, within our electrical areas, within our maintenance areas, engineering areas, and again, we're always looking for bus operators and bus drivers as well, and people within our IT areas at the moment. If you go to the next slide. So SEPTA has outstanding benefits, particularly for our industry. The first one that everyone may know about is that once you're a SEPTA employee, you ride SEPTA for free, pretty much for life. So even after you retire from SEPTA, you have to retire, obviously. So you retire from SEPTA, you still ride SEPTA for free even after you retire. Our benefits plans, as far as health benefits, are pretty good. One of the main things about our health benefits plans that people may not be aware of is that whether you're a family of 1 or a family of 8, the benefits are the same price. So if you're just one person, or if you have one person under your insurance, or if you have a wife, or you have a spouse and kids under your insurance, it's the same price for your insurance as you an employee. So that price doesn't go up, and your whole family gets coverage. There's tuition reimbursement options as well. The life insurance options are pretty good, and also the tool and uniform allowances. So there's a lot of different tools that are used for work. So you're not responsible for all those prices, for all those costs rather. We go to the next slide. One thing I want to mention is actually not in the slides. I didn't get to include in the slides. If you are an educational administrator, and particularly within a skilled trade type of program or type of school, within the last 2 years, we're looking for high school graduates within this year or last year who have completed electronic tracks. We have an electrical internship program that we're beginning in July. Even though it says internship, but it's more of a temporary employee position that turns to a permanent position. So we look for students who have graduated from electrical, mechanical type tracks from high school within the last 2 years. Again, I wasn't able to include it into the slide. I'll type some information in once I'm done talking. But I am personally we're looking to begin to bring in students who have previously had, again, this year, who graduated this year or graduated last year from electrical mechanical type tracks to work for an electrical internship within our regional railroad division. Again, I wasn't able to include it on the slides, but if you are aware of students who may fit that criteria, feel free to shoot me an email. Take my email down and shoot me an email, and we can look and see if we can get your students or the students that you're aware of included in that program. Again, they had to have graduated from a technical or electrical technical high school or type secondary school within the last year, within 2020 or 2021. But anyway, as far as applying for SEPTA positions, it's pretty simple. You go to SEPTA.org/careers. One thing you want to make sure of is that your resume is up to date. We get people who apply a lot of times and they put a resume in that they've been using for 5 years and it may not have been updated for 5 years. It kind of hurts their application process. So make sure that your information is up to date. You have the option to put a resume up or also put in an application. We advise you do it both. It makes you easier to find. It makes you easier to pick. But again, you can use either or. Just make sure everything is up to date. Once you apply for a position, a person like myself, a living, breathing human being just like myself, reviews your application and determines you're fit for the position. For most of the skill trade positions, the next step involves you being invited in for a skills test. For some of the other positions, for some of the administrative and management positions, the next step is you come in for an interview. But again, either way, that step is initiated once you apply. That step is initiated by a recruiter such as myself. Every application that we get is looked at because we have different recruiters who work at different portfolios, and we dedicate time throughout the days to look at all the applications that we receive one way or the other. Other than that, we're looking forward to having you come and join us. And again, I can take questions and things like that. I guess we can't really take questions, but you can send me an email if you have any interest or inquiries. If you have any leads on those electrical interns as well, like I said, you can send me an email and we can talk. Other than that, that's all I got.
Joseph Taylor, thank you so much for your presentation today. Please send my hellos to my good friend Greg Branch over at SEPTA.
Yeah. Yes, I will. Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Our next employer today is Wonder Spring Early Education. Tricia McDevitt Ortiz will be presenting today. Always glad to have you on, Tricia.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you to G. Lamar and to the entire district attorney's office for this great proactive work to get our people back to work. So I'm from Wonder Spring Early Education, and we provide early childhood services and school age services to children in Philadelphia and in Montgomery County. We operate 10 different locations. We have 2 in West Philadelphia. We have 2 centers right outside of West Philadelphia in the Pelicanwood area. We have a center serving the Pottstown community and Plymouth Meeting area. We serve about 1,000 children currently. We are looking for individuals that love working with children, that intrinsically love working with children and in that atmosphere, who view themselves as educators. You see on the slide, this is our brand new center that has just opened up at 59th and Market. You can see how gorgeous it is. It's beautiful, beautiful outdoor play space, state of the art, brand new building. And we're looking for a lead toddler teacher there. We're also looking for assistant teachers. We're looking for assistant teachers at all of our sites. So besides having that passion and love for children, we're looking for folks that have paid experience working with kids, which could include nannying, babysitting, summer camp, paid experience that you did in high school. Ideally, we're looking for someone who has their CDA or is willing to get their CDA or education college credits. If you go to the next slide, All of our centers are of the highest quality, and we strive to maintain an atmosphere of positive, enriched atmosphere for children. Our benefits are stand out in our industry, in the childcare industry. We offer excellent benefits, affordable, comprehensive medical benefits. We provide 10 paid days off in addition to that, 12 leave days in addition to that, 10 sick days. We have a college tuition discount, and we have a professional, positive, and collaborative atmosphere. 401k retirement savings plan with a significant employer match, employer paid disability and life insurance, and wellness programs, just to name a few of our benefits. If you are interested in learning more about us, learning more about our opportunities, please check out our Wonder Spring Career Center. Please don't hesitate to contact me. I am happy to answer all questions, no matter what. And thank you so much for having me today.
Trisha, thank you. And tell my friend, your CEO, Zakia, I said she's making some major boss moves over there. Appreciate you and all the work that you all are doing at Wonder Springs.
You're well. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next presenter is Community College Philadelphia Keys Program. We have on with us today, Gail Jones Woods. But have you on, Ms. Gail.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, G. Lamar, for having us on. My name is Gail Jones Woods, and I work for the Keys program at Community College. And something I need to let people know, in the state of Pennsylvania, there are 14 community college, and in each of those community college is a Keys program. So please, no matter what part, if you're in Montgomery County, Delaware County, there is a Keys program in community college. Next slide. So Keys stand for Keystone Education Yields Success. And we work with the Department of Human Services, DHS, for some old school people we know as the Department of Public Welfare. We work with students who are receiving benefits from DHS, whether they're TANF or SNAP. The students that we work with are attending Community College of Philadelphia. In order to be qualified for our program, you need to be a student at community college or a student who's interested in going to community college and is receiving these benefits. What we do at the Keys program, we are like the intermediator between you, the Department of Public Welfare, and the different departments at community college. We offer academic support. We offer employment opportunities. We help you get any type of benefits that you deserve from DHS, such as book allowance, transportation, childcare. If you have to do renewal paperwork, we help you get that information over to your worker. So if you're interested in the Keys program, the first thing you need to do is communicate with your DHS worker and let them know that you're either attending community college, you're getting these benefits, you're interested in the Keys program. You know, their responsibility in participating in community college Keys program is we keep you in compliance with DHS. Most times, people are in different programs like the Earn Center, and they're trying to do college. Well, if you talk to your worker, you can come straight to community college, and everything that's required from the other programs, you can do at community college. So if you're interested, please reach out to us by our main number, 215-751-8025, or you can email me at gjoneswoods@ccp.edu. So don't hesitate. If you're interested in going to college, you know, do the necessary footwork, you know, do your assessment test, do all of the things that you need to do, then reach out to your DHS worker. They will get you over to us. And right now, we're doing everything virtually. So we do Zoom, we will reach out to you, we will support you in any needs you may have. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.
Gail Jones Woods, thank you for your advocacy and for being a strong voice in the community, for getting people connected to educational services. We appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next presenter today and employer is Jackie Ferguson with Interim Healthcare. So glad to have you on, Jackie.
Thank you for having me back.
Jackie, for those who don't know, not only do I want you to do your presentation today, but before you start your presentation, I'm going to ask that you would talk briefly about recent success that you've had through the One Stop program with getting people connected to employment.
Absolutely. So I won't mention names, obviously, due to privacy, but we have a fantastic caregiver on board, and she was actually, she found me actually through another organization on One Stop. So shout out to Jim Caldwell. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone that reaches out, because a few different organizations have reached out, and I think that's a critical part of the process. You know, we're not just organizations and employers on this call trying to get people work, but we can communicate and work collaboratively to get this done. So we have a caregiver on board, and she's doing great. I mean, she's on her feet. She has steady hours. She's making an impact in this community, because being a caregiver is a serious job. You know, people rely on you. We have those that are disabled. We have senior citizens. So it's a critical job. And I'm so elated that I'm part of this program. I continue to support it. I believe in it. It works. I'm a testimony to that. Our organization gained a invaluable employee because of it. So thank you again for, you know, having this program and keeping it going. I don't want to get into too much detail, but it's great. Now I'll kind of go into what I do and what we do. So Interim Healthcare is locally owned and operated. We've been around for quite some time, and we cover all of Philadelphia with the exception of the Northeast, all of Delaware County, and all of Chester County. So our needs are not just in Philadelphia. So for those of you that drive or don't mind the commute, you know, we do have clients that need your help in Delaware and Chester counties as well. Next slide, please. So not only are we looking for caregivers that will help support our clients in their homes, but we've recently ramped up the staffing side of our business. So we are hiring certified nursing assistants, LPNs, and RNs who have the opportunity to work in facilities. Right now, two that I can think of, one is located in Devon and the other is located in Coatesville, where, you know, with this pandemic, facilities are running short on the medical staff. So we have taken on the contract to help, you know, facilitate that need. So if you're a certified nursing assistant, LPN, or an RN, please feel free to reach out to me. It could be a short-term contract, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, long-term, considering, you know, this situation we're in with this pandemic. So it's not just home care. Yes, we have clients that are in their homes that need your help, but we also have clients in the facilities. And a lot of that information is listed there. You know, what does it mean to be a caregiver? You know, a lot of us are already doing it. A lot of us are nurturing people, and we do it by nature. So dressing, grooming, helping them run errands. Some of our clients can't get to the grocery store, can't get to the bank. So we help them with those things. Next slide. And some of the benefits with working with us, well, first of all, we're a national company. So I've actually had a few applicants who've relocated from out of state, and they understand interim healthcare and they know how we operate. So, you know, let's say you want to move out of state, you can call me up, say, Jackie, I'm moving to Florida. We have offices in Florida. So we're spread throughout the United States. So that's, you know, a great opportunity for you to transition to another position if you want to relocate. You get paid every week. I do my best to align your availability with what the client's needs are. This is a job where you make your own schedule. You call me and you say, Jackie, I'm only available from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. I work with that. And I see if we can align you with another client. You get paid time and a half for overtime. And again, like I said before, you determine your own schedule, you get paid every week. And we do offer benefits after you're eligible, which is typically after 90 days if you're working steady full time. All of my contact information is there. If you don't get me by phone, please send me an email. I'm always accepting resumes and look forward to reaching out to anyone who's interested. I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jackie, and appreciate you being on today.
Absolutely.
Our next presenter is PA Career Link. We have Scott and Maddie who will be presenting today. Glad to have you on.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you again for having us. It's been a real pleasure being part of these calls every month. We're excited to talk to some more people. I'll actually be joined today by Tiffany Peacock, one of our reentry employment specialists. My name is Scott O'Hara. I'm a business service representative with Pennsylvania Career Link. Next slide, please. So PA Career Link is kind of like a one-stop shop for anybody that's looking for work or looking to upskill themselves or looking for a new position in Philadelphia. For job seekers, we provide job search assistance. That's resume building, interview prep, soft skills workshops, things like that to get you ready for your job search. We also have access to hundreds of employers in the area, both in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties and in New Jersey. We can offer you invites to interviews, recruitment events. Those are all virtual right now, but we have a couple great systems that we've been using, as well as, you know, a chance to learn about different training programs that we can provide and things like that. Industries that we're currently recruiting for, we have opportunities right now with warehousing, hospitality, early education, manufacturing, and healthcare. If you're interested in any of those sectors or any other sector and just looking for work, feel free to reach out to me at sohara@pacareerlinkphl.org, or my phone number is 215-821-6662. If you want to browse the positions that we have, feel free to go to pacareerlinkphl.org. You can create an account there. It's totally free. You can see the job postings that we have, different virtual resources, class schedule, things like that. And if you have any issues getting onto the website, just call that number 833-750-JOBS. With that, I will pass it off to Tiffany Peak. She's one of our reentry employment specialists.
Hello, Tiffany. Good to have you on.
Hi, Lamar. Thanks for having me. Always good to be with you guys. Again, I'm Tiffany Peacock, the reentry. The title has kind of changed a bit. It's the reentry connector. But the services will be primarily the same. Of course, the next meeting will iron out what those will look like for some of our service providers and partners. But essentially, we work with clients that are criminal justice affected, whether that is they've served time or they just, you know, received some type of ticket in some way, shape, or form, or they received a criminal offense and they didn't go through the system to actual serve time in prison, but they are criminal justice affected. We help with those, what those barriers are. Interview prep, resume prep. We talk about what those obstacles are for them. We inform them of the different laws that are around, such as ban the box, Operation Clean Slate, things of that nature. We do work one-on-one with career coaching, resume, cover letters again, and we make sure that the folks that we are connecting our clients to are specific for those clients that do have criminal backgrounds. We do not deter clients from applying for other positions. However, when they work with us, that is just one less barrier and or roadblock that they have to face. And going into an interview, knowing that the client or the employer is a re-entry friendly employer. And services are not just employment based. We refer out for housing, mental health, peer outlets, trainings. As you know, we work with the Career Link, so we have CDL training, phlebotomy training, all types of training, and it's on a revolving basis. And that's what we do with the reentry services there. So if you have anyone that you know that needs services, please refer them over. Right now, it's going to be myself, Tiffany Peacock. That's my contact information. My colleague, Winter Jones. That's her contact information. And then we'll be referring who the new coordinator will be for that role in the coming months. But if you guys have any clients that do need services, please feel free to refer them to us. If we don't have the answers, we will certainly find the answers. We know that it takes a village to help this population, and we're looking forward to any questions or concerns that you guys may have in the future. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany, send my hello to my friend Winter Jones, and I appreciate all that you all do for the reentry population.
Will do. Thank you.
Just before we go to our next presenter, I want to give a quick shout out to some of our community stakeholders that are on today. We have Netta that we see from Brewerytown Shardswood Civic Association. Always glad to have you on, and thank you so much for joining today and for passing these resources along throughout the Brewerytown and Shardswood community. And always also good to have on Sonia from the Harrogate Civic Association. Sonia, it's good to see you, and please send our hellos to Shannon. And we will be on your Civic Association meeting tonight at 6:30. We received the email. That being said, we will continue here. Our next presenter is Coalition Against Hunger. Katie will be our presenter.
Great. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm always so honored to be here and be able to speak about the resources that we offer at the Coalition Against Hunger. My name is Katie, and I am the community educator, and I'm going to be talking you through some of the resources that we offer over on the next page. So the resources that we offer to try to help individuals experiencing food insecurity fall into 3 buckets, and those buckets are the orange circles up there at the top. So the first bucket is immediate relief, and this is our work with food pantries and soup kitchens. So these are going to be places that you can go and you can leave with food, or you go and you have a meal right there, that immediate connection to food. So we help connect people to food pantries in their area through the use of food pantry maps. And we also offer that connection via our hotline. If you give us a call, you will be connected with a staff member or a volunteer, and they're actually going to be able to help you find a food pantry that's close to you, that's convenient, and that's open when you need it. The second bucket is what we call short-term relief, and this is our work with SNAP or food stamps. SNAP is an incredibly important program, and actually some changes to the program because of the pandemic mean that many people are eligible for a higher benefit amount than they typically would be. So it's an incredibly important time to get connected to SNAP benefits, but SNAP unfortunately is a pretty confusing program. So we actually offer over-the-phone SNAP applications. If you give us a call, you are going to be connected to a SNAP counselor, and this is somebody who fills out hundreds of applications a month and can answer any question that you might have about your own situation. They are going to walk you through that process, providing support, and then they're going to help you turn in that application right there over the phone. We also offer case management. Should something go wrong with your benefits, we can call you back, we can help you to resolve that problem, and we will advocate on your behalf if necessary. The final bucket is long-term relief, and this is where our policy and advocacy work sits. So if you want to get involved in advocating for responsible solutions to end hunger and advocating to expand anti-hunger programs such as SNAP, you can sign up for our advocacy alerts. I would also recommend that anybody interested in our resources signs up for our weekly COVID-19 response emails. This is where we share the most up-to-date information about what is happening in the anti-hunger world and any changes to important anti-hunger programs. And I'll tell you how to get in contact with us over on the last slide. All right, so the most important resource that you can take away today is our hotline number. This is where you can call for both a connection to a food pantry and that over-the-phone SNAP application. If you give us a call, we are not able to answer the phones live right now, so please leave a message, say your number very clearly, and repeat your number at least once. As long as we can make out your number, we will be giving you a call back. I also have 2 food pantry maps on the screen. If you like to find a food pantry for yourself and make that connection, you can visit these 2 websites to find a food pantry in your area. Finally, you can sign up for those advocacy alerts and weekly emails that I was talking about on our website, which is hungercoalition.org. Thank you again so much for having me today, and have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Katie. Appreciate you much. Thanks for being on today. Our next presenter is Kathleen Pullen from HP Hood LLC. Glad to have you on, Kathleen. Your slides are up.
Glad to be here. So HP Hood is a dairy manufacturer located in Northeast Philadelphia. We have been around now 175 years. We are one of the US's largest branded dairy operations with 13 manufacturing plants throughout the US and over 3,000 employees. On the screen are some products. Besides Hood products, we also make Lactaid, Almond Breeze, Southern Comfort Eggnog, and Planet Oat, which is not on there. So if you're familiar with any of those products. Perfect. So here are our current opportunities. HP Hood is a union environment. So these are our union positions. On our production side, we have 2 filler operator positions, lines and tank sanitation, packaging operator. If you have any manufacturing or warehouse experience, please apply for these positions. We have a local driver position open in our transportation department. So if you or anyone you know has a CDL Class A license, please apply. We're looking. And lastly, we have several maintenance mechanic positions and a control specialist position. Industrial manufacturing experience is really required here. So if you have any industrial maintenance mechanic experience. Off to the left, you'll see Teamsters Local 436, that's our union. And then some of our benefits that are out for our employees to take advantage of. The next slide, please. So that's my contact information and the direct link to our careers website. If you're interested in any of these positions or if you know anyone, please feel free to share this information. That's my direct line and my email. So contact me directly, even if you don't see a position that is necessarily posted now. I will keep your resume on file. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Kathleen. Our next presenter is Hers Food. So glad to have Patrick Cipher on today. Her Foods is one of our new participants, presenters on One Stop Job and Resource Hub. We're certainly glad to have you on. Patrick, your slides are up.
Thank you very much. Well, let me start by thanking the District Attorney's Office, especially Mr. Myers and Mr. Stewart for letting us be involved in this event. My name is Patrick Cipher. I'm the branch operations manager for Her Foods located in Southwest Philadelphia. I'm joined off camera by Nick Cortez. He's our Philadelphia Metro Zone Manager. And as we stated, we obviously represent Her Foods, #1 salty snack food company in Philadelphia. If you want to go to the next slide. We're currently celebrating our 75th anniversary this year, and we've been part of Philadelphia since our founder, Jim S. Her, started the company in his garage in 1946. Since then, we've grown into the largest privately owned snack food company in the country with over 500 route salespeople on the street daily. We're also proud to be a sponsor of the Phillies, Flyers, and 76ers. Being a family-owned company, we operate, being family-owned and operated, we have a commitment to grow our employees and promote from within. I started with the company in 1996 as a part-time warehouse associate and worked my way through various roles and eventually became an operations manager. First at our Northeast Philadelphia location down the street from Hood, and then now at our Southwest Philadelphia location. Nick started with the company as a route salesperson in our Egg Harbor location in '94, and him along with other members of our upper management team all started as route salespeople at one time or another. We currently have 4 branches operating in the Philadelphia area and the surrounding suburbs. In Southwest Philadelphia, Northeast Philadelphia, Hatfield, and Conquerville, PA. These locations serve over 7,000 stores in the Philadelphia area, and all of our area locations are currently looking for full-time route salespeople along with part-time warehouse associate. A route sales position is a commission-based job. These are the men and women you see in the big blue trucks all over the city at your local Wawa supermarket or your corner store. This is a sales job. It requires a normal Class C driver's license. The salespeople are hitting the road every day between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m., going to stores, inventorying product, talking to decision makers, building order, and keeping the stores in stock with all your favorite Hearst snacks. Our job is a pay range of $45,000 to $55,000 a year, along with opportunities for bonus and incentive payouts throughout the year. The part-time warehouse associate position starts at $13.12 an hour and involves picking orders, unloading trailers, and doing general branch maintenance. The warehouse has flexible hours with Monday through Friday work schedules available, and both of the jobs have competitive options with benefits along with 401k and company profit sharing. If you go to the next slide. If you're interested in learning more or applying online, you can visit our website at hers.com and go to the careers tab. You can also scan the QR code up in the top corner and it'll take you directly to our application page. I've included all the contact information for our 4 area branches. In closing, I said that hers is a family owned and operated company, and I kind of speak from experience. My father worked for the company for 25 years. My brother's celebrating his 40th anniversary this year, and I'm about to celebrate my 25th. And we all started from entry-level positions in the company. I want to thank everybody for your time today and wish everybody the best in your career search.
Thank you so much, Patrick. We're excited to have you on as a partner here in One Stop and going forward. And we hope that you're able to connect with a job seeker today to help them connect to employment opportunities. So thank you so much, Pat.
Thank you.
And thank you, Nick. Our next presenter today is Atlantic Aviation. Atlantic Aviation is up next. So glad to have John Butterworth on today, who will talk a little about services and opportunity available through Atlantic Aviation.
Good afternoon, G. Lamar and Seth. Thank you very much for having me on board with you guys. It's a terrific program that you have here. Atlantic Aviation is a company that has been established at the airport here now since 1956. As G. Lamar said, my name is John Butterworth, and I'm the regional manager for Atlantic. We have openings from time to time, and this affords me the opportunity to sort of talk a little bit about what our company does and what we are looking for. As I say, we're located at the airport, and we provide ground handling, fueling, storage, and customer service to the corporate and private jets that come into the airport. I started in this business back in 1981, starting as a line person, making $3.25 an hour. So obviously I've stayed with it and made a full-time career, which I would encourage anybody who gets into aviation to do the same. There are a lot of opportunities that we have here. It's an exciting environment to work in. You're working outside around expensive jets and a high end of class of customers to come through here. The current position that we have available is a utility position. What the utility person is responsible for is interacting with the customers, assisting them with their bags, assisting the aircraft operators and crew members for servicing labs and water, as well as providing catering services. Another good part of the job is we do provide shuttle service to the crews and passengers that come in and out of this airport, namely to restaurants, hotels, and over to the main terminal. So there's a lot of interaction there. The company here has a number of different positions, including fuelers, maintenance, customer service reps. So there are a lot of different directions one can go when they join Atlantic Aviation. We are a full-time operator here. It's a union shop. We have full compensation packages with medical and dental, life insurance, 401k plan. So it is truly a career opportunity. So there are a lot of questions that I'm here to answer at a different time, but we're just going to sort of go through basically what this is about. So if we go to the next slide, the way to show your interest is I would recommend researching Atlantic Aviation on our website at www.atlanticaviation.com. Go online, check out the website, There is a link for job opportunities. PHL is a designator for this airport. So you would click on that, submit an application. Once that is received, that is forwarded to myself, and then I will review those and follow up with a call and have a short conversation with all interested parties and give a little more detail about what the job is all about. Once again, you're around aircraft. It's an exciting career opportunity. Our company has 70 locations around the country, so it transfers well for those that may have an opportunity to travel to another state. I can be reached at john.butterworth@atlanticaviation.com. And as I say, we have a couple of opportunities in the utility class, but I anticipate as the COVID relaxes a little bit that we're going to be looking to expand our manpower here down the road. So if any interest in Atlantic or in aviation, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks very much, Lamar.
Thank you, John. I'm going to take this moment to give John Butterworth and Atlantic Aviation a shout out. Not only are they hiring people from around the city, but this past Christmas, John Butterworth and his team at Atlantic Aviation partnered with me through another organization that I'm a part of to give several families that were impacted by gun violence in the city of Philadelphia a Christmas that they would not forget. These were all children and young people who had been shot in the city of Philadelphia and survived. And in some cases, young people who didn't survive but had surviving siblings. We were able to give about 10 young people a Christmas that they would not forget. And so I want to thank you, John, and your team for all you continue to do for the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you very much. And I look forward to a long-lasting relationship with you guys.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next presenter is Jim Caldwell from PHMC. Jim, glad to have you on. I'm going to behave myself today, but good to have you on, sir.
Thank you, G. Lamar. Having a little technical difficulty, so I hope everybody can hear me.
We can hear you well.
Very good. My name is Jim Caldwell. I am a navigator coach for Public Health Management Company, and my email is there below, Public Health Management Company. Today, I'm going to talk about the fact that we have not only a workforce division, but a family service division, and I'm recruiting for both dual programmings. The Restore program is a project that helps women who might have been affected by the opioid crises. And in that program, there's the opportunity for you to, after you complete it, to become gainfully employed. We have training modules that last minimally 10 weeks. The clients, the young women should be minimally 18 years of age. And upon completion, we will help you with the resumes and sitting before folks and all of the interviewing techniques that you need to become gainfully employed. The second program in workforce is the E3 program. Our youth should be 16 to 24 years of age. You must be a Philadelphia resident. The program and services we provide are GED classes and prep testing, job readiness workshops, employment and job fairs, job placement and paid work experiences. And the last program in the workforce side is the STRIVE program. You should be minimally 16 to 24 years of age. The program provides job readiness, career path mentoring, financial literacy, resume writing, interviewing techniques, and all those things that will help you become a worthy and good candidate for a job. The family services side deals with focus on fathers. It is a counseling service for fathers, 18 years of age to about 175. The duration of the program is approximately 13 weeks. This is a program that supports fathers to become better friends, better husbands, better mates, and those types of things. Even though this particular program is primarily for fathers, women and spouses are recommended. At the end of the program, there is a certificate of completion. And while the fathers are in this program, or the young men are in this program, they would have the opportunity to earn up to $150 in incentives. And I guess the last slide, please, would be how to reach out and contact individuals. On the workforce side, my director is Veronica Phillips. And her email address is there. She can be reached at 215-667-5580. And on the Focus on Father side, my manager, Larry Woody, is there, and he can be reached at 267-765-2361. And G. Lamar and team, thank you for, wow, look at that. Thank you for all that you do in helping us to, move Philadelphia forward. I appreciate the opportunity every month. Thank you, bro, and team.
Let me tell y'all about Mr. Jim Caldwell. He's a humble man, but I like to call him my OG or my old head, but also the broker. If you are a job seeker out there and you can't figure out which one of these employers that you heard from today that you want to connect with, call Jim Caldwell, because Jim gets on at the beginning and stays to the very end, and he starts engaging with all of these employers on here, and he starts connecting the dots. Mr. Caldwell's on the ground in West Philly and in North Philly. You'll find him on the streets at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, engaging with men and women who are on the corners. So
don't tell nobody that.
If you're looking for employment, get in contact with my old head, this Jim Caldwell. He is the broker. Are y'all hearing me? Good to have you on, Jim.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
All right. Our next presenter today is BB&T, now Truist. I think I got it right this time, Shay.
You got it. You got it.
All right, Shay and Tamika will be presenting today.
All right, thank you. I'll be doing the presenting today. Or happy new month, all. My name is Shay Olagunju with BB&T Now Truist. I want to thank G. Lamar for the opportunity again to be here to just share some of our opportunities in the banking world. As you guys know, April is Financial Literacy Month, and so we're always excited to promote financial literacy anywhere we can. And obviously show opportunities within the banking industry. Our bank, as you can see on the screen, our purpose is to inspire, build better lives and communities. Really, our mission is to kind of provide that distinctive, secure, successful client experience through touch and technology. And we're looking for folks that they're looking to enter into the banking sector. I always tell people, like, you don't have to have a background in finance to get into banking. There's so many opportunities within banking that you can avail yourself to. And so we always definitely welcome that. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thanks. As you can see on the screen, obviously, our bank is going through a merger of equals between BB&T and SunTrust to create Truist. And we're super excited about that, which makes us the 7th largest financial institution in the country with a lot of diversity and really focus in community work. And to that point, and there's obviously different opportunities within our region and beyond. And if you have backgrounds in accounting and finance, investment banking, audits, if you're coming out of a strong sales background, regardless of whether or not you've been in the financial industry, we absolutely are passionate about having you on. If you're looking into and getting into the mortgage industry, there's a lot of opportunity you can avail yourself to there as well, HR training and different things of that nature. And obviously, we are hiring in Philadelphia and the surrounding county, Bucks, Montgomery County, as well as obviously and different other pockets, even South Jersey as well. So we're excited about the opportunities that we have to really help people jumpstart their career or maybe restart your career in the banking sector. As we go to the third slide, I'm going to pass it over to Tamika. I see her on the screen. She will speak a little bit of financial wellness and financial literacy once we end this. Go ahead, Tamika.
Thank you, Shay. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you guys for having us on again. In case you're not already aware, in the banking industry, we refer to April as Financial Wellness Month. So we're always out and about in the community and looking for opportunities to host seminars, but we also provide some great information that you could take for yourself. If you scan the QR code that you see on the screen, you can gain access to our financial wellness portal. The information is absolutely complimentary. There's no fees involved. You can access our free employee benefits. BB&T, we're one of the last financial institutions still offering
a free checking account with no minimum balance requirements. And you can gain access through that. And by being on our call today, and any of the people that you partner with, if you give them the code that you see on the screen, the 139950, they also can go into this information and gain access to have a complimentary bank account. Please take advantage of the financial wellness and share that. It's great videos, about approximately 3 to 5 minutes long, that cover topics anywhere from your basic banking needs to budgeting to credit to home ownership and entrepreneurship. We even have some things in there around student loan debt, which has become quite significant for many people. I'm Tamika Bryant. I sit locally in the Montgomery County area, and service the Philadelphia area as well, along with Shay. And we're always grateful for the opportunity to connect on this call every month. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tamika, and thank you, Shay. I'm gonna be reaching out to both of you all because every month, the Community Engagement Unit at the DA's office, we partner with 14 schools citywide, and we engage with young people in schools. So we have a different topic every month. Considering that in the banking industry, April is the month of financial literacy. Maybe there's something we could do together to partner to bring some financial education to some young people in the city.
Absolutely.
We would absolutely love that, and we can cater to all age groups with the information that we have. So definitely reach out to us. We would be honored to participate.
That's good to know. Thank you so much. Our next presenter today is Harcum College at Congreso, Jose Benitez. So glad to have you on.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Jose.
Okay. How you doing? My name's Jose Benitez. I'm with Harcum College at Congreso. We're located at 2800 North American Street. That's American in Somerset. We have an associate's degree program that offers 4 different majors: early child education, criminal justice, human services, and business management. I came up through the human services program myself. I went through, the staff pushed me to become like a work study, and then they also pushed me to actually get this job right here to apply and stuff. So they really care about their students. So something that's huge with us over at Congreso is that we're all about familia. Everybody is family, not just not just the staff, but even our clients. When they come through here, we help them with whatever they need, whether it be education or if they're looking for assistance in whatever way possible. We try to use our resources to help them with those things. Some of the services that we have available through us are assistance navigating college and financial aid systems from enrollment to graduation. Like I was saying, it's a 2-person staff. It's just me and my site coordinator, Miriam. It's just us 2. We know all the students. We know their stories. We connect with them and their families to provide them resources. And we're by their side all the way from, when they first step through our doors till they graduate. We have a textbook lending library. So, if there's any books that, you need for class or anything like that, we have a lending library. You can sign them out and you should be able to rent them for the entire semester pretty much. Transportation assistance, we give trans passes to whoever is in need with them if they need to get to a site. All the classes are currently online right now, so there really isn't much need for those things, but we do have them available if needed. There's a financial aid and community-based scholarship available, which will cover most of the tuition. We also just recently, we started, we accept the Teach Grant Scholarship. So for anyone who works at like a childcare facility that's approved by DHS, they can apply for like the Teach Grant, and that they will cover their whole tuition pretty much if they're eligible for it. So next slide. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's our contact information right there. Miriam Figueroa is our site coordinator. And then I'm Jose Benitez. That's my number and email. The best way to get in contact with us is through email. We'll get back to you really quick through there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can visit us at harcum.edu/partnership sites. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much and appreciate you being on, Jose. Our next presenter is Home Care Associates. We have Terrell Cannon and Janae Dixon. I said that right?
Janie's not going to attend, but I'm here.
Glad to have you on, Terrell.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being at the job fair again this month. This is a great platform for job seekers and again, employers alike to connect with each other to help our communities. Just to give you a little bit about Home Care Associates is a worker co-op company. We are a worker-owned company and have been since 1995. We've been in business since 1993 with the belief that in order to provide a successful, to run a successful company and provide quality service to our communities, to allow the workers to run the company. And what that means is when you are employed and join our team at Home Care, you have the opportunity to not only to be a direct care worker and go out and provide the quality of service you do to our members in the community, but to also be a member of the team of the company, meaning you'll again run on the board, make major decisions in the company, be part of the policy action change that's going on in the home and community-based services throughout the United States now. And with our employment, we have those career paths for our employees to partake in. So I'll go to the next slide. Again, our mission is to provide quality care, reliable, compassionate service in the healthcare region, but we also want to do that by providing quality jobs. And doing that, the worker-owned company allows our employees again to be a part of the change in the organization. So as a worker owner, you again are able to make those decisions in the company, sit on the boards, be part of the other programs like the different committees we have for our employers that may regard safety, and may be an enhanced. In those career paths, we provide opportunities for our aides to grow from direct care workers to specialty aides. And all of that is within the organization. The training is within the organization. You don't have to go anywhere else for those additional trainings to get for those career ladders. Next slide. We're hiring now for direct care workers. Again, and the direct care working, as intro mentioned before, is a hard job. We're in people's home providing service, helping people with their activities of daily living, assistance with ambulation, medication, grooming, and housekeeping, along with running errands. But in Home Care Associates, you're not alone in doing all of that. We have mentors, we have senior aides, and you can become any one of those people in this organization. Next slide. Home Care Associates, we have flexible pay. We offer worker ownership. Your schedule is flexible. We have all hours, all positions for direct care workers. So we're looking for part-time and full-time. Again, the schedules are flexible. You give us the time that you're available, and we will, again, provide you with the consumers to provide the service to. With that, if you do not drive, no worries. One of the benefits is offered is a discounted SEPTA key card where we'll upload your card monthly. With a monthly trail pass on it, and you just, pay into that at a small amount. We offer health insurance, including dental and vision, long, short-term disability, life insurance, and more. In this work, there are minimum requirements, basically because at Home Care, we're going to train you for the position. So you don't have to go anywhere else for training. If you're not experienced, don't shy away. We'll train you for the job. If you do have experience, then you may not need the full training. You can test in, and all of this can take it basically just a week. Our training is dual, it's in person and online. So we try to accommodate, our employee seekers that are people seeking employment, ability to be able to get through the training and still be able to work when having to deal with home as well, with kids not fully back in school yet or loved ones at home. In order to do so, you just call Miss Janie Dixon. You can reach her at 267-238-3211. You can email her, or you can visit our website at homecareassociatespa.com. And that's it. Thank you for having me, G. Lamar and Seth. Thanks again for another month to speak to people seeking employment, to get the opportunity to become a direct care worker. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, Terrell Cannon. Great presentation. We look forward to seeing you next month.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is America Works, Steve Oski. So glad to have you on, Steve.
Hi, G. Lamar. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you and Seth letting me come on every month. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Steve Oski, an account executive with America Works of Pennsylvania. So we are part of the Ticket to Work program of the Social Security Administration. So what that means to you is if you or someone you know is between 18 and 64 years of age, and you're receiving either SSI or SSDI disability benefits, and you'd like to get back into the workforce or enter it for the first time, our company would be an ideal program for you. It's totally free. We help you with every single aspect of the job search. And whether you are clearly focused on a certain kind of employment or you don't have any idea what you want to do next, we are very experienced with dealing with either of those situations. Next slide, please. Thank you. So I really do want to emphasize, no matter what kind of employment you're looking for, we can definitely help you. I've got contacts with over a couple hundred employers in the Philadelphia area, some of whom have been on today. And I can help you with entry level up through executive positions. The positions that you see on the slide here are really just a small portion of what we can help you with. But with the pandemic situation, we've got a lot of work from home jobs. I've got a company in Center City that has a contract for hundreds and hundreds of work from home jobs. They have to hire countless people between now and June. They'll send you a laptop. They'll send you a headset to do this kind of work so we can speak with you about work from home jobs. If you have a specific interest in hospital work, healthcare work, hotel work, security, warehouse work, anything you're interested in, I would love to hear from you. So we'll help you with the resume. We'll call employers for you. We'll set you up with interviews. We will help you prepare for the interviews. We will help you to follow up with the thank you notes after the interviews, and I will personally vouch for you to the employers. And we're getting people employed all the time. We're a company that's been in existence since the mid-'80s, and we're really approaching 1 million people since that 37 years ago that we've helped all over the United States. Next slide, please. So thank you very much. The best way to get in touch with us, my colleague Latasha Washington is the Ticket to Work specialist. She's fully trained in answering questions about how your benefits will be affected, when they'll be affected, how much you can earn, and she'll coordinate your efforts with the Social Security Administration. Many of our candidates are very timid about getting off disability. We help you transition, we help you answer your questions, and we won't force you to do anything you don't want to do. So Latasha can be reached at 215-774-3001, extension 100, or you can email her at lawashington@americaworks.com. I'd love to hear from you, and I appreciate Seth and G. Lamar. Thanks so much for letting me come on, and any of the employers that want to contact me, I would love to speak with you. That's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve. Our next presenter is Northeast Treatment Centers, Siani Betty. So glad to have you on.
Hi, thank you. So it's actually Beatty, but that's okay. I get Betty all the time. But I am Siani Beatty. I am the Senior Resource Home Coordinator for Northeast Treatment Centers, the foster care portion of the agency. You can go over to the next slide if you like. So NET is just a nonprofit organization that provides, many different social services to the community. Me in particular, I'm with the foster care and permanency sector of NET, and we are looking for new foster parents. I'm sorry that this is not technically a job opportunity, but it is an opportunity, for you to provide for some of the youth within your community. So right now we are currently looking for foster homes for our youth within the Philadelphia area. So we do 4 types of different foster care, which is general foster care. We also do kinship care, so general kinship, specialized behavioral health, medical, and mother-baby. General homes are for children that need care temporarily due to forms of, neglect or abuse. Specialized behavioral health homes or treatment homes care for children who may have some aggression, some emotional dysregulation, maybe some mental disabilities. Medical homes we have are more so to care for youth who have specialized healthcare needs. So they may have some developmental delays, they may have fetal alcohol syndrome, they may even have something as simple as diabetes or asthma, where you would just have to administer some sort of medication. So with all of the medical homes, you will receive medical training specific to that child's needs from their primary care doctor, or I guess pediatrician. And then the mother baby homes provide services to pregnant teens and or teen mothers who recently have had their children. So to become a foster parent, the applicant can be single or married, at least 21 years of age. We would like to pass all screening requirements, which include background checks. They have to participate in our pre-service trainings and then complete a family assessment. So above all, we're really just looking for resource parents who genuinely care for children. Throughout the time of you being a foster parent or resource parent, we use those interchangeably. You'll eventually figure that out. You will receive supports from your KUA, from your resource parent support worker to assist with any of the issues you may have while the youth is in your home. There will be monthly home visits from both the KUA and the RPSW, which can be done at the same time. And then also, just to let you guys know, our foster parents receive a monthly stipend to help cover the cost of care for the child or children in your placement. So it's definitely something big. With the stipend, it is for the youth themselves. So, you know, sneakers, clothes, extracurriculars, anything like that. So, you know, if you are interested in being a foster parent, please definitely reach out to me. Again, my name is Siani Beatty. I think the next slide should have my contact information. Yep, the next slide has my contact information. Feel free to call me. Feel free to email me. Emailing is obviously the best option, but if you call, I'll definitely see the call. I may not answer it specifically, but please just leave a voicemail. Let me know that you're looking to foster, and then I'll get back to you. We have monthly information sessions. So next time I will, you know, definitely have the information ready for you all. But please, 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 if you're interested, if you know anyone who may be interested in fostering, please have them reach out to me and I will at least give them some, you know, guidelines as to how to get started on that and what that entails. So thank you all for having me. This is my second month here. I hope to be here next month and hopefully we'll get some recruits going. So
Siani, let me get this right. Siani Beatty, right?
Yes.
All right. I know I promised last month I would get it right this month.
We'll see next month.
I'll get it right next month. Thank you so much for being on this month.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is the Pennsylvania State Police, Trooper Chin. So glad to have you on.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you again for doing this every month. I appreciate Seth for his support throughout. We are currently accepting initial application for a state trooper. We do welcome all applicants with no prior law enforcement background or a criminal justice background. All backgrounds are welcome. As you know, we want to make a diverse department the best we can. Next slide, please. The minimum requirements for being a state trooper cadet is age 21 through 40. You want to get appointed prior to your 40th birthday. For college credits, we require 60 college credits. Like I mentioned before, all majors accepted. 60 credits is needed for first day of the employment. However, during the initial application period, applicant would need to have at least 30 college credits to begin the initial online application. The current class that we are recruiting is 2023 class. The starting salary will reflect, will have a change down the road. for this year is 63,364 to start. Applicant will have to go through a series of selection process. The first two being a qualifying examination, the written exam and or interview. Once applicant do well on those qualifying examination and rank high enough, the ranking will be determined by our HR. Each cycle will be different, but usually a top 400 would be a good place to be. The selection process right now, we're looking at to be written exam to be completed by hopefully by 2021, and we hope to finish everything else by the end of next year in anticipation for the class of 2023. Next slide, please. A trooper with at least 3 years on the job will have additional career opportunities. This slide will show a sample list of the positions currently held by a state trooper. We want, that's one of the reasons we want a diverse applicant with diverse background, as you can see from the list. We do need an applicant that has, computer skills, biology skill, chemistry, and psychology. Even business majors are welcome to help us investigate the white collar crime. The last slide will have my contact information. Let me see. There's this one. I'm sorry, I'm not able to see the bottom part of it. Anyone with a question, please feel free to reach out to me. I can be reached by 717-614-7958, or please send me an email. And again, thanks again for the time. Anyone with a question, please feel free to reach out. Thank you, Lamar. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Chen, and appreciate all that you do. Just before we close here, I want to ask one of our community stakeholders, the co-founder of
gainfully employed, like Lewis.
Co-founder organization called Grown, who is with us today, to share a little bit of his story, but also to give some encouragement to our job seekers who's out there today. So glad to have my brother and friend Donnell Drinks joining us today. Donnell?
Thank you, Lamar. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me into this space. And as you know, that I can relate to the job seekers that's on this line as a result of my formerly being incarcerated and having to go into the workforce and hearing some no's in some instances. And also realizing that the first entry-level jobs are just that you don't stay there. So having experienced the one-stop job fair and understanding its success, I know that it's important that everybody that can hear my voice take this as an opportunity and utilize the services of this job fair. I know it's hard. I know that firsthand that there's a lot of obstacles in life, but it's not where you start out, but where you end up. And it's as a result of the effort that you put forth. And so when we have these opportunities, we have to take advantage of them. And I know firsthand that starting from nowhere and working your way up is a hard feat. And that it's not easy, and that sometimes you feel like the whole world is against you. But when you are afforded opportunities such as One Stop, take advantage of them. This is a unique opportunity, whereas though you could be sitting in the comfort of your own home and have employers solicit you, and that in and of itself should give you the confidence and understanding to know that your life can change. Thank you for this opportunity, Lamar. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I can relate to the job seekers more so than anybody else, because as you know, I was in the job market looking for a job and was presented that opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you, Donnell. Appreciate all that you do. There's another brother that's on, and I want to ask that he would also just give some encouragement. He is also the other co-founder of Grown. His name is Don Ike Jones. So glad to have you on, Ike.
Thank you. How you doing?
Doing well. Give some words of encouragement to our job seekers. Tell a little bit about your story, your journey, and what would you say to those who are out here who just heard from about 35 employers and social service providers? What advice, what encouragement would you give them right now?
Just real quickly, I went to jail at 17. Did 26.5 years in prison. I was released almost 2 years ago. The opportunity I got in front of y'all now is one that we wasn't given. Employers are asking you to fill out applications, man, to be hired for a job. These things wasn't taking place, when I was younger. These opportunities don't come across every day. You got to take advantage of them. You have to realize that in life, you got to get away from the friends. You got to get away from the people with bad influences. I don't know if any of y'all out there involved with justice issues or not, but trust me, employment is key. Stable employment. You have to go opportunity to take advantage of this. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. I know a lot of brothers right now that will be dying or killed for this opportunity. One bit presented to you. In our DA Larry Krass's office are doing great work. They bring this to the community once a month. So again, please take advantage of this. It's very important, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Ike, both for those words. It's 5 o'clock. We promised to end at 5 o'clock. And so on behalf of DA Krasner, our entire leadership team at the DA's office, our community engagement unit, thank you so much for joining. Thank you to all of our employers and our social service providers. Appreciate all of you for being on today. And please, whatever information you heard, I'm gonna throw a little curveball real quick and ask Seth to end with the success story that we started with. So as soon as I finish, if you could just play that one more time, Seth, so that we can end with the success story as well. But on behalf of our entire team, our folks were adding, they're adding our contact information in. If you have any feedback you want to provide or any additional information that you need, feel free to reach out to us directly or reach out to one of the employers or social service providers that you heard from today. So thank you so much for joining. Please follow us at the DA's office on our social media platforms. We're on Twitter, on IG, as well as Facebook to keep stay up to date on for our next one-stop job and resource hub. Thank you so much. And stick around for about another minute and a half. We want to share with you a success story that we started today with, just so you know that these opportunities are real. Thank you.
Before the pandemic, the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office was working to connect employers with job seekers. Natasha Brown shows you how it all works.
The pandemic has stretched community resources and eliminated thousands of jobs, but there is a one-stop outlet providing some relief.
It's kind of a one-stop shop where you get a job, but also get some other wraparound services that you need.
The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office started the one-stop job and resource hub last September pre-COVID.
We would transform rec centers, schools, faith institutions right in the heart of neighborhoods into job and resource sites. Essentially, we would bring around 50 to 60 employers and other social service providers into these spaces.
COVID-19 restrictions forced the hub to go all virtual for job fairs and critical social service resources, like addressing rising gun violence in the city.
One Stop is really a prevention model. It's a gun violence prevention model. It's a crime prevention model. It's a victim support model that really brings resources.
And I feel like I got an opportunity to talk to the person directly and they set me right up with an interview.
Lewis Monroe lost his job during the coronavirus crisis. He found a new opportunity through the one-stop job site.
I feel like a little bit more of a struggle in this kind of economy it is now, because I've been applying on Indeed, but it's hard to get back. But being able to email somebody right then that's looking for people and they get right back to me made it a lot easier for me to get a job.
Employers like Hessert Chevrolet and SEPTA are among the dozens who work with the site every month to find valuable employees, even in the midst of a pandemic.
At this time, we were looking to hire some people, like Lewis, and the opportunities brought to us to get involved in this virtual job fair, and it ended up being a great avenue for us.
We continue to attend even through these virtual job fairs because we are continuing to hire.
Natasha Brown, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.